episode on my own farm. I guess they're all my own farms, really, in a way. But yeah, this is, as I've said before, this is the farm that I chill out on in the evenings. And I had a little while ago, probably a month or two ago, I had someone leave a comment in one of the videos, and they said, it'd be really nice, you do a lot of sort of realistic type farming where, you've got small equipment, and, the 1950s where we've got old equipment, and they said, it'd be really nice to see you do, a sort of large scale farming business. And I absolutely love the vintage oats maps. The fact that the auto drive courses are pre-done and they work pretty much flawlessly means that I sort of wanted to carry on playing this game, and when that comment came in, and I was kind of like, well, I'm actually playing on vintage, and my goal on there is to kind of try and farm the whole map, and sort of do everything that's available in the game, animals and sort of stuff like that. And I started to sort of kind of, I don't know, just one day I was playing it and I thought, well, right, because I was going to start a new one, for YouTube. Then I thought, well, I've kind of done the start, and now we're into the good stuff. Because that first sort of year when you load the game in, when you first load a new farm in, or a new save game, it's a bit bitty and a bit all over the place, and it's probably, but I try to get that out of the way quickly. Just so that I can get things start to be the way I want. And I say the first year it was literally harvest all the crops, and near enough all of the fields that I kind of in a way made myself start with had sugar beet in them, which was okay, but it left me with a lot of sugar beet. And I mean a lot of sugar beet, and that's because there's a bit of a bump there, so when we come to plough that, we might need to go into the in-game editor and just smooth that off a little bit. Yeah, so as I say, it meant it left me with a lot of sugar beet, and most of it I'm making into sugar. My tractor and trailer should be here. I've got a feeling. I left a 1 off the start, so I'll have to do that, because otherwise he isn't going to be here in time. Sorry, buddy. I told you to go to the wrong field. I missed the 1 off the beginning. So, do you want to just pop over? And then we'll change this as well. There we go. Means we are going to have a little bit of a wait now for the tractor and trailer, but that doesn't matter. Right, so the John Deere combine, not mine. I've hired it because, as you can tell from the money, I've sold pretty much. Well, I've sold the first. So I've divided the sugar beet with how much I got in half, and half was going to sugar, and half I was going to sell when the price was at the best price it was going to be. And once that it achieved that price, I then spent near enough the whole of yesterday selling it, because I had to keep taking it to the train station and then taking it like sort of 200,000 litres at a time on the train, and it was an epic day. And I kind of had sort of big plans of recording it all yesterday, and then I sort of realised that actually I was just going to have a whole video of me driving to and from the train station, and then having to drive the train, and I just thought, I'm not really sure I want to sit and watch this, so I decided against it. But anyway, the whole day done now. So, and the first half of the sugar beet sold. The other half is now going to sugar. So we are doing that. What else did we do yesterday? We put all of our hay pellets into a shed. So all that's done now. And I did do a few. I did a trailer full of hay pellets in the pelletizer machine, just to kind of make sure that all that works okay. So it does. So that'll be a winter job. The sugar will, will probably be a winter job or a wet day job, because what I'm going to do is first thing in the morning, just keep putting the sugar that it's created during the day into silo, into the pallet store that Giant's provided, and then just load it out of there as and when we've sort of got more time. Tell you what, that's yielded quite well. I wonder what the yield is, just while we're waiting for him to get here. So according to this, we're going to get 8.6 tons to the hectare, which is not too bad. What's that? 4 ton an acre, I think that works out at 4.3 ton an acre, something like that. So that's not too bad really for rape. You would kind of, we tried to on the farm used to aim for 5. Very rarely did we ever hit it. But so that was our aim, and then sort of then you would look at sort of, I think it was 4.5, and then our milling wheat and stuff like that. We were aiming for a minimum of 10 ton to the hectare, which is just over 5 ton to the acre, and that was our minimum that we were aiming for. And if we could achieve, we sort of, a good year, a couple of years that I worked there, we hit 8 ton to the acre, which is pretty good. But that was mainly on our sort of it was a mix. So the farm, for those of you that know sort of the Fens and Sutton Bridge and all of that sort of area, so one half of the farm was sort of Sutton Bridge side, was along Sutton Bridge, along Sutton, around the marsh, and sort of the base of the North Sea, and that land was high yielding in wheat. I mean, there was a field there that I think had been wheat for about 10-12 years in a row, and it was still producing really high numbers to the hectare or to the acre, wherever you want to sort of work it out. And I wonder how far I actually did send him, because we're having to wait. Where is he? Let's have a look. Can we? Come on, first one to spot. Oh, here he is. He is quite a way away. 44 is where I sent him. Oh, right down there. Oh, actually, I sent him to one of my grass fields. Okay. But yeah, let's just hope that he gets here fairly quickly. But yeah, so as I say, on that side of the farm was, and then going sort of the other side. So that was sort of Long Sutton side of Sutton Bridge. If you then go Kings Lynn side of Sutton Bridge, and we had land that went sort of up to probably between halfway between Sutton Bridge and Kings Lynn. Again, it was all on the Wash side, so the North Sea side, and that land was again really high yielding wheat fields. Let's just turn that all off because we're wasting diesel. And then as you go sort of, so then come back to Sutton Bridge, come sort of Long Sutton side of Sutton Bridge, and then go towards Wisbeach, sort of covering Sutton St James, Holbidge, Long Sutton, going all the way across up to Wisbeach. you're starting to get onto heavier land. You hit St James, you're on really heavy land, and then you sort of start hitting sort of Leverington and places like that, and then the land's getting lighter again. That actually, to be fair, because we had a farm there, and so every area that we had fields, we had a farm, so that we weren't carting whatever we were carting, for miles and miles and miles. I mean, sometimes you couldn't avoid it. Sometimes you just couldn't avoid it. But and we used to have a bit of a saying. So for every mile that the tractor and trailer had to cover, um, we would have, for every 1 mile there'd be a tractor and trailer. And that counted on the wheat, that counted all combinables, that counted on potatoes, that counted sugar beet, that counted maize. Pretty much any harvesting that we did, for every mile that you had to travel in a tractor and trailer, we would then we would have a tractor and trailer, for that mile. So, and sometimes, we were carting, 10, 12, 15 miles away, just because some years that's just how it worked. I mean, all of the potatoes that we grew had to go back to Sutton Bridge, because that was where our two factories were, so they had to go back to Sutton Bridge. So I mean, the Tatey harvesters, we had two self-propelled potato harvesters and two trailed potato harvesters, and that was a lot of tractors and trailers. If the year was good, we didn't really use the trail potato harvesters. There wasn't really any need to. But if it was a wet year, or if we were behind, or if we'd had breakdowns or whatever, then they would come out of the shed too. And then every tractor and trailer that we had would then go on to Tatey carting, and then they would go back to our facility. So we had a store on one side, and then attached to, where is he? Because we're sitting here for quite a while, and he's not really. Have I sent him to the wrong field again? Let's have a look, because he seems to be. I mean, he wasn't that far away a minute ago. Let's have a look. Come on, I always forget to turn that off before I start recording. Right, I'm here. That does say 144, doesn't it? Yes. So where's he then? I think we may need to go look for him. Well, you've gone back to the bloody field that I didn't want you to go to. No, you haven't. I've put you on the wrong field again. Right, let's just check this. 144. I've sent him to one. Oh, I've sent him to there, look. So he's not too far away. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a good job I don't organise things in real life, isn't it? Right. And then do that. And then he's saying, right. And then we put him on to 144. There we go. And then we should have a tractor and trailer in a second. I can't believe I did that twice. I mean, it's remarkable that I did it once, let alone doing it twice. Anyway. But yeah, so as I say, we that was what we used to do, and this time of year was just manic. Because I sort of, since this year when they discovered my YouTube channel, and obviously they know that when I sort of talk about the big farm that I worked on, they know I'm talking about them. I've sort of this year been sort of more in touch with them, and a couple of times they've sort of rung me and said, "Oh, I don't suppose you fancy coming take carting for a couple of days, do you?" It's like, nope. Yes, but I'd love to. I really would. I really would love to, because I mean, like, and they've said, like, vlog it, like, record it, do what you like, you know, just come and give us a hand because, you know, we're knackered. But you know, I physically I wouldn't be able to do it. You know, it's sort of okay because, you know, sort of, you know, 80% of the time you're just sitting on your backside driving a tractor, and I can, you know, I think I could manage that. But you know, the other 20% of the time, you know, you're getting in and out of the tractor. Well, I wouldn't be able to keep doing that. And you know, and as well, you know, sort of the other jobs that you have to do in the yard when you're tipping and stuff like that. You know, again, I physically I would just find that too, you know, too tough. But it's a shame because, as I say, I'd like to, because I would like to vlog it. And having said that, I've just realised I could just go and vlog them working, but then I'd kind of feel like I was taking the mick a little bit, because it's kind of like, no, I don't want to come and help you out, but I'll come and record it. Never mind. Anyway, so hopefully good news on the history of British farming front. I got in touch yesterday with the I don't know, the place where it is. We're still waiting a very long time for a tractor and trailer. Oh, it's all gone Pete Tong. I think he's still at the field. He is. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this part of the video here, and then I'm going to switch over to some time lapse. And when the time lapse starts, we'll be rocking, because this is just taking too long. I didn't think it was going to take as long as what it was. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Bye for now. And I'm back. So not a bad day's harvest so far on the older rapeseed, and also as well because I have my little mini map up to see the colours. Not because I'm special in any way. I obviously need to see how the crop's yielding on any given soil type, and I apologise if that offended anyone. I bet my lady's now probably going, you can't say that. But anyway, yeah, so it's not yielding quite so good down in this corner, but the rest of the field doesn't look too bad. So this field is open to being rape again, which is really good. Missed a bit in the corner there, but yeah. So and I quite like the combine. I think I was saying before, and I probably, knowing me, didn't necessarily finish what I was going to say. So the combine is on hire because I am looking for a new combine. We're in the market. We need a bigger combine. So the combine that we had before was the Class Tucano. When I started the save a few weeks ago now, or probably even a month ago, the Tucano was one of the, because I always start with no machines and just a little bit of money. So I always start with £1 million and no machines, and £1 million doesn't go very far, and so everything that I initially buy is is on the second-hand market, and the Tucano was up there, and I was sort of fairly lucky that a decent combine was up there straight away, because I have had it before where no combines come up there, and yeah, I can go out and buy, but then I'm paying full price, and that's nearly all of my £1 million gone. So I do like to try, and as I say, luckily it did come up. If it hadn't have done, all I would have done was I'd have just found a combine and hired it, and I would have gone for the most expensive combine, so either this or the Class 8900, just because yes, they're more to lease or to hire, but they did get the job done quicker. So actually, yeah, I think it swings and roundabouts in the end. Yes, you could have a cheaper combine, it's going to take you twice as long, and so therefore you're probably going to end up paying what you would have paid for the one big combine, for whatever, and so that was the reason why I did what I did. But yeah, it's this combine, as I say, is on hire. The next combine that I'm going to try is the Class 8900, and then the combine after that I might try is, I've got a New Holland CR11, and so I might give that one a run and just see whether or not I can sort of make head nor tail of that one. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, and I can't remember what I was saying, to be fair. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the episode here and sign off, because the phone call that I've just had, I've got to shoot off really quickly. So as I say, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.